Hi, I'm Jamie and welcome to my video. You may or may not be aware, but it is Autism Awareness Month, which takes place annually every April. I've put this little video together today to inform or help anyone who has either a friend, a child, or a family member with ASD. As a person who has Asperger's syndrome, which falls onto the autism spectrum, having been diagnosed at the age of 14, I have learned a lot about my condition, so I'm hoping this video educates you and others about how this condition works and what you can do to make life easier for someone with ASD. What is Asperger's? Asperger's is a condition that generally affects verbal and non-verbal communication skills. It also affects the social understanding and social behaviour of others. It was discovered in 1944 by Austrian paediatrician Hans Asperger. It is commonly mistaken that Asperger's is a mental disorder. However, this is incorrect. It is actually part of the autism spectrum umbrella. It's neither an illness or a disease. It's something we are born with and we live with the rest of our life, which can be a good thing, as some individuals believe it to be a fundamental aspect of their personality, like me. Social life. People with ASD can find it hard to talk and make friends with others. This is because they struggle to perceive and express body language. Sarcasm can be taken very literally by someone with ASD, so make sure you use it carefully or let them know afterwards if they haven't caught on. Eye contact is also hard for some people with ASD. I myself used to struggle with this. An important factor to remember is that everybody with ASD is different. Some people can be confident, some can be shy, and some can be hyperactive. I'm personally a mix of these three. Mental health. Anxiety is present within many ASD individuals, and this is usually due to difficulties relating with others around them. Social issues and rejection can also make them feel very withdrawn and not want to engage in social activities. People with ASD can be very emotional, and this can lead to a massive panic attack if overwhelmed with stress and anxiety. They can also become easily frustrated if there's a change in routine. Another thing to take into note is that people with ASD think very differently. For example, if something is explained too fast or not too clearly, they might become confused or overwhelmed, and this again can lead to an anxiety attack if someone becomes impatient with them. People with ASD can have particular obsessions. The most common obsessions are collecting, fixations on numbers, train spottings, and many more. But this can be beneficial to some, as their obsessions can make them the top of their field in certain subjects. My obsession in particular is mainly focused on music. Everything that I do mainly revolves around it. It's basically my life. Common misconceptions. People with ASD can be generalised as grumpy or moody. This mostly isn't true. People with ASD, as we know, find it hard to express how they feel, so body language and facial expressions can be a challenge for them. Don't judge too quickly, as you may find they may be very social once you get to know them. Another misconception is that people with ASD lack empathy or emotion. This is also incorrect. Some ASD individuals can feel emotions much stronger than others. Due to their difficulty to express their inner emotions, they may not understand how to show someone exactly how they are feeling. A misconception often made is that people with ASD do not want to make friends. This is not always the case. They can find it hard to approach and start conversations with others. Sometimes when they see others talking around them, they can begin to feel isolated and unwelcome to join the conversation. Famous people with ASD. Dan Aykroyd is a famous Canadian actor, comedian and filmmaker from the 80s. He is most well known for his role as Ray in the two Ghostbusters films and Elwood Blues of the Blues Brothers. Sir Anthony Hopkins is a famous Welsh actor, director and producer. He is best known for his role as the Hannibal Lecter in The Silence of the Lambs. He has won many awards for his performances. Stanley Kubrick, a highly acclaimed film director, screenwriter and producer. His most notable works are A Clockwork Orange, 2001, A Space Odyssey, and horror legend The Shining. Satoshi Tajiri, a famous Japanese video game designer, best known for creating the popular franchise Pokemon, which is part of Nintendo. Daryl Hannah is a famous American actress and environmental activist, best known for her role as Pris in the original Blade Runner and Elle Driver in Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Thoughts and experiences. Over the last week, prior to the upload of this video, I reached out to you over Instagram and Facebook to ask and share some of your thoughts or experiences with ASD. Here's what you had to say. As you can see, ASD has many advantages. It could even be looked upon as a gift for the creative abilities it can grant us. That being said, my final words would be is that people with ASD may be different from you and others, but at the end of the day, we are human. We can feel love, pain and fear just like anyone else would. So remember this, what you see on the outside is not definitive of the beauty that can live within the inside. We all fight our own battles. We have our own separate paths. We have our own strengths and weaknesses. But that is what defines us. Thank you for listening.